Day trading can seem like a fun, exciting, and an easy way to get rich quickly. You see the ads everywhere. Made $25,000 this month by learning to day trade. How I turned $100 into $1,000 in 7 days with the secret day trading strategy. Become a bona fide day trader in 30 days. And nowadays, with more and more companies making day trading easily accessible, there is this false illusion that if you want to make money in the market, you need to day trade. Now, I won't call out specific names and companies in this video, but you know who you are. And because of these ads and companies, one of the most common questions I get from people I know, people who've never done any kind of investing before, is asking me what I thought about day trading and if they should do it too. So in the spirit of these questions, let me get straight to the point and tell you 10 reasons why you should not day trade, especially if you want to build sustainable wealth through the financial tortoise way. Slow and steady. And hi, if you're new to China, my name is Tay from Financial Tortoise, where we learn to grow our wealth slow and steady. The number one reason why day trading is not worth it. 1. You are not a professional trader. When we're making our individual trades from our personal laptop, sitting at home wearing our t-shirt and shorts, have you ever thought, I wonder who's in the other side of this trade? When I went to business school over a decade ago, I had several friends who decided to enter the exciting world of professional trading. And they would tell me how in order to become a successful trader, they had to go through this intensive level of training. They essentially had to become experts at a specific security or financial instruments they were trading, understand the impact of market volatility, the different technical analysis strategies, and ways to constantly be on top of the latest market news. And this would be for a very specific market they were operating in. Stocks, bonds, commodities, or future contracts. Them explaining what they did was enough to make my head spin. What I took away was that they didn't just read a couple of books or took some courses and then started trading one day. No, they became experts within their specific markets they were trading in. And also because they were working for major financial institutions like Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley, they also had a huge library of resources they could pull from. Professional traders have access to knowledge that amateur traders don't even know exist. They have frameworks, technical indicators, and strategies that have been honed through many years of experience. Not just their personal knowledge, but institutional knowledge that is passed down from one trader to the next through formal training. The bottom line is this. Professional traders, and especially really good ones at that, are individuals who spend their whole career honing their skills in buying and selling securities. To think we can go against these individuals after reading a few Reddit posts and watching a couple of YouTube videos, I feel like it's not very wise. But let's say that you don't feel like you're just an average amateur trader. You think you have something special. Then what? Well, let me share with you some data points to give you more perspective. The number 2 reason why day trading is not worth it. Most amateur traders lose money. Yes, once in a while, there are a few unicorns that make some money day trading. However, the academic research is crystal clear on this. Most day traders lose money. Brett Barber and Terence Odian, economic and finance academics from UC Davis and UC Berkeley, published a study in the Journal of Finance titled, Trading is Hazardous to Your Wealth. The common stock investment performance of individual investors. As the title of the study clearly states, the finding was that trading is not a fruitful endeavor for individual investors. The study showed that individual investors paid a tremendous performance penalty for active trading. During a time when the market returned an average annualized return of 17.9%, the average household that participated in active stock trading earned an annual return of 16.4%, 1.5% less. Essentially, if you just held on to an S&P 500 or a total market index fund and did nothing with it, you'd have done better than the 67,000 households that actively traded in this study. And researchers concluded that overconfidence was a culprit for this lower performance. Individual investors thought they could beat the market and thus continue to trade, but the fact was that the more they traded, the worse they did. According to the research, the households that traded most frequently had an average annualized return of 11.4%. Remember, the market returned an average return of 17.9% during the same time period. If you're an overconfident trader and you kept trading disregarding your losses, you essentially did 6.5% worse than a simple index fund investor. And this isn't just isolated to US traders. There are similar studies from Brazil and Taiwan that reflect similar findings. A study from Brazil that studied individual traders from 2013 to 2015 found that 97% of all individuals who traded for more than 300 days lost money. A study from Taiwan showed that in a typical 6-month period, more than 8 out of 10 day traders lost money. Again, there are a very small sliver of amateur traders that do okay or sometimes well. But we're talking about 1 to 3% of day traders. So the question is, do you feel like you're that 1 to 3%? Personally, I would think twice before betting my money on it. A quick interruption. For a limited time, I'll be opening up my calendar for one-on-one money coaching sessions. A time where you can connect with me directly, as well as ask me any money questions you might have. Or if you just want to know the secret to my morning hair routine. The money journey can be quite lonely, and sometimes you just want to get some unbiased feedback without being sold anything. If you think this could be a value add to your financial journey, please go to my website to learn more. I'll also have a link in the description below. Alright, with that said, let's get back to the video. Number 3 reason why day trading is not worth it. From my personal perspective, even if you do make some decent money from day trading, it sounds and feels like a pretty lousy job. When you commit to day trading, you have to spend your waking hours doing research, watching the market, and putting in trade orders. Sign into your computer each morning and sign off when the market closes. The media makes it seem like as a day trader, you only need to work a couple hours a day and then you sit around raking in the cash. but the reality is far less glamorous. You're actually spending hours upon hours staring at your computer, and then spending most of your downtime studying the market. And when you're studying the market, there's no sitting back and relaxing. You're monitoring, keeping up with the news so you can make predictions about what will happen next, constantly on the edge of your seat. And imagine if you already have a day job, or if you have other obligations like family. I don't know about you, but day trading doesn't sound like the type of job that really appeals to my personal lifestyle. Number 4 reason why day trading is not worth it. This segues from the previous point. The psychological stress that comes with the life of a day trader. When you're constantly on the edge of your seat, never being able to completely turn off from the market, your mind never gets a chance to rest. And when you don't rest, it naturally leads to stress. And if sustained for a long period of time, stress will lead to other health problems. Increased risk of heart disease, to anxiety, to even depression. At the end of the day, the reason we want to get good with money and build wealth is so that we can enjoy life. To spend our days however we see fit, and spend time with people we enjoy the company of. However, if you're constantly thinking about the next trade, the latest order, and how the events on the other side of the world can impact your position, it's a matter of time before you have an ulcer. And even if you plan on day trading for just a short period of time and moving on with your life, health isn't something that just bounces back easily. The effects of chronic stress will have a lasting impact for many years to come. I can think of at least 3 physical injuries that I had in my 20s that continues to haunt me today. So don't just think about the money if you're considering day trading. Think about how it can affect your health as well. The number 5 reason why day trading is not worth it. Day trading can get very expensive. The decline in value of an asset is the only place you could lose money. Regardless of how your asset performs, when you trade, you have to pay transaction fees and commissions. And these add up over time. Fees you could be using to actually invest in the market to grow your net worth, not spending on transaction fees. And mind you, we aren't even talking about all the related costs outside of the direct trade. Once you go down the route of day trading, you will want to buy books on trading. You'll want to buy expensive courses on trading. Subscribe to exclusive private forums on trading. Buy a faster computer because all the best traders have the best gear. And also invest in the latest software. They all add up like a highly addictive hobby. The issue here is that the downside risk is pretty high. The number 6 reason why day trading is not worth it. Higher tax rate. Gains and losses on day trading activity are taxable, just as gains and losses in other investment income. And if you make a lot of trades, it's important that you keep track of these gains and losses so you're not misreporting your income to the IRS. Essentially, more paperwork to your already busy schedule. Also, gains from day trading are considered short-term and are taxed at a higher rate than long-term capital gains. Currently, gains made on investing assets that are held for more than a year are taxed at 15%. But if you're making profit on assets held for a shorter period of time, you're going to have to pay a tax rate starting at 28%. Also, based on a wash sale rule, if you trade a security at a loss and then buy a similar security less than 30 days later, you cannot make the loss a tax deduction. The number 7 reason why day trading is not worth it. It takes time away from your important tasks and duties.
Maybe I am not meant for these duties. Cooking duty. Dead guy duty.
Think about your primary day job, time with your family, or other social obligations. If you spend your whole day either thinking about or actually day trading, your job won't get done, your family will get neglected, or worse, both. If you're constantly thinking about your positions when you're in an important sales meeting or at the amusement park with the kids, you're going to do a terrible job. Imagine rushing through the meeting to get back to your desk to check on the trade from this morning, or checking your phone while you're at dinner with your kids and spouse. I mean, can you really do a job well or be a good parent if your mind is elsewhere? Your work and family life matters. Don't throw that away due to your obsession with making money quickly. Number 8 reason why day trading is not worth it. It encourages and reinforces gambling mentality. Gambling is addicting. There's a reason why we have Gamblers Anonymous all over the world. The emotional high that comes with making money quickly brings people back to the table, the lottery, and in this case, the stock market over and over again. Buying and holding index funds for decades is investing. Buying that second home and renting it out is investing. Even buying shares of an individual company's stock because you want to share in its earnings over time is investing. However, buying a stock and only holding it for a few minutes or hours is pure speculation. And if I can be bold in saying it, gambling. And if you get lucky, it will perpetuate the gambling mentality even more. Gambling can be harmless when you're only betting pennies at your weekly poker game. But when you take it too far, it could end up ruining your life. If you're not willing to own a stock for 10 years, do not even think about owning it for 10 minutes. The number 9 reason why day trading is not worth it. It's hard to tell if you're doing well because of luck or true skill. You make a few trades and you make some quick money. And now you think you're a winner. But you have to decide whether you're winning because of skill or luck. Most often we attribute all of our success to our skills and ascribe all of our failure to bad luck. Because the truth is almost impossible to know immediately, especially with the market. And by the time we have enough data to say if our results are due to either skill or luck, the game might already be over. In my perspective, it's best not to play the game at all. The number 10 reason why day trading is not worth it. And this really is the most important one of all. You don't have to day trade to build sustainable wealth. If you have a good career capital, a frugal life habit, and are investing a good percentage of your income into low-cost broad market index funds, it's not a question of if you will become wealthy, rather when. I'm confident you can become a multimillionaire with more money than you know what to do with. And this path to wealth, which I repeat over and over again in this channel, is not only easy to understand, it's open to anyone and almost guarantees financial success. Therefore, the bottom line is this: you don't need to day trade to build wealth. Thank you guys for watching. In the spirit of sustainable wealth, if you want to know more about the slow and steady path to wealth, please check out my video here. Until next time, all the best.